Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Funnel Trade. I was just doing my morning walks through the market, looking at prices of things, and what did I notice? Brilliant stars, booster boxes finally broke over $200 market price. Now, if we go back to the 1 year on the plot here, we see that they made a run up at it back in May, up to 195, and then it fell back down to about 180. And now, after Black Friday, it's come up across $200. And of course, the point that I want to make with this is the point that I am always trying to make with Pokemon, which is on the long timeline, Pokemon does very, very well. And so here I have all of the Sword and Shield expansion box prices. These are booster box market prices off of TCG Player as of this morning, December 6th. And so we see Sword and Shield base finally broke across 300 just recently. Rebel Clash 228. Darkness Ablaze 154. That one is a little odd. That's arguably the worst performer out of Sword and Shield because it is no longer available on Pokemon Center. Now, Vivid Voltage at 147 and Battle Styles at 132 are both still available on Pokemon Center. And so that kind of provides a soft glass ceiling for a little while. The market has trouble getting through that $144 MSRP for these old Sword and Shield era boxes on Pokemon Center until they dry up. Then Pokemon Center is no longer a substitution for the rest of the market, and those prices can rise more. So I do regularly check Pokemon Center to see if these two have finally dried up. Still no. Chilling Rain 232. This has kind of slowed down since it broke across 200 earlier this year. Evolving Skies, $935 market price for a box. Of course, it was kind of stuck at that, was it 600 or 700 point for quite a while, and then it just fabulously broke through it and spiked on up. It's been selling even some boxes up close to 1,000, but a lot of people are willing to give up that last $40, $50, $60 in order to get a quicker sale on TCG Player. But yeah, this is going to go through 1,000 at some point, definitely within the next year. Fusion Strike about to hit 300. Man, all the time, Fusion Strike was such a dud of a box back when you could get it delivered to you for 90 bucks a box in late 21 and early 22, and Reddit was begging us not to buy it. Never listened to Reddit. Brilliant Stars, here we are. The impetus for this video, just having crossed over the $200 a box market price. Astral Radiance 180 coming along well. I'm going to get across it soon. Lost Origin, a bit of a surprise here, 244. And Silver Tempest, much like Vivid Voltage and Battle Styles, still available on Pokemon Center, which is putting a very, very soft ceiling on the price, even though it is $30 or $28 higher than that 144 MSRP on Pokemon Center. But again, once it dries up there, the price will break out higher. And why do I go over this? Well, you know, this is a TCG investing channel, so it is kind of my thing. But, you know, we have some voices out there in the community, in YouTube as a wider audience, who will very confidently tell you for years on end that markets don't work this way. It was never meant to be this way. You can't just buy the boxes and they go up. Despite every 6 months on this channel for the last 3 years now, we've been looking at long-term Pokemon price performance. We look back at boxes going all the way back to 2011. 13 years worth of boxes. And what do we see? We see the same consistent, boring performance. Stuff like this. You buy the boxes, and yes, you just hold them and they go up. That's what happens. These are scarce collectibles, and destroying them is part of the allure of buying them to a lot of people. A lot of people want to buy these boxes so they can gorge on ripping the packs, even though they're old, expensive boxes. So destroying the collectible itself is part of what drives people to buy the collectible. Could you think of a better collectible to be in? Maybe wine, maybe old alcohol bottles of some type, where people would want to destroy it via drinking in order to enjoy the thing. maybe that would be another good one to be in. But, I like these because there's a lot less regulation about buying and selling Pokemon boxes and shipping them through the mail. So, when you hear those voices who are very confidently telling you that this can't happen, that it's never meant to be this way, that markets don't work like this, that you can't just buy the boxes and go up, and yet they are wrong year after year after year after year after year after year, you just have to ignore them. The best way to be successful at investing is to buy great assets at a good price, hold them for the long term. Don't try to be smarter than the market. Don't try to time the market. Just be patient and unemotional and hold the assets for a long time, and you end up with performance like this. And like I said, Evolving Skies, it's going to $1,000 probably in this upcoming year. In 2025, it'll cross $1,000. And, if you just look how many of these are over 300 already, well, Sword and Shield base and Fusion Strike is nearly there. Over 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because Brilliant Stars just made it. So 7 out of 12 of our Sword and Shield era boxes are over 200. When people say things like the trainer gallery is no good, the hits are too common, the art's no good, the game isn't fun, oh, they changed to this gray border instead of yellow. All these short-term, noisy reasons for pessimism, and yet still, the reality is, you can just buy the boxes and hold them, and the prices go up. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade. Just buy the boxes, and they go up.